Hello, welcome to Hood Gotham Healing Insight, where we are broadcasting live to all hoods of all cultures from all four directions of time and space and from all four corners of the globe. So, people have been taking God's mercy for granted. Yes, they have. And people think that God is just this all forgiving, all loving, turn the other cheek whenever they do something that they know God does not allow, God does not approve, God is not about. I think God is supposed to just keep giving them chance after chance after chance, and they be on bullshit. Okay, now I say that to say that people have been doing things towards you from a place that is not like God. Okay, they've been on demon time, they've been acting very nasty, very disgusting, just very filthy with you. Okay, and they're very bothered with you at this time because of the harvest that you're reaping in your spirit, because of how devoted and how obedient and how you have been aligning yourself with uprightness, righteousness, and cleanliness. Okay, in the eyes of Source. Source is pleased with you. Now, the people that have been thinking that they can just keep coming for you, okay, they can keep trying to stop and block and hinder you what the Most High God has for you, what God has destined over your life. They kept trying, and some of them, they are still trying, and God has given them warnings because of God's mercy. Remember, we had touched on that just a second ago, how people like to take that for granted. Yeah, God doesn't have to have mercy for anyone. Okay, if you're a problem on God's green earth in the order that Source, the Most High God, has here, and you're trying to throw it out of balance against hers that are actually doing what they're supposed to be doing, okay, maintaining balance, harmony, justice on this planet during these times, you're going up against them. Source does not have to have mercy on you. Source doesn't have to keep giving you chances. Source doesn't have to be forgiving with you, because you're not being forgiving. You're not going within yourself and asking yourself, well, why do I feel like I need to stop this person after I've been giving warnings? I've been given warnings from the all, the very force that created me and this person that I'm coming for, that has a hand on this person that I'm coming for. Why do I not just go within myself and go to God and ask God to help me with whatever it is that this person is triggering in me that has nothing to do with them? No. They just want to do what they're doing to you after they've gotten warnings, multiple. Like they've gotten too many warnings. That's how much mercy God has on people, okay? That's how loving God is. God wants you to change and be better and make better decisions, because you have free will. God ain't gonna control you and make you do what he wants you to do. God gonna give you the choice and the opportunity to choose for yourself what you want to do. Now, people take that lightly, and they think they have time to keep doing things that they know isn't right, because they're not right. They're not right within. Okay, now when you're right within and it bothers that unclean, dirty, damaged, unhealed part of them, and they want to take that out on you, and you are covered by the Most High God, you follow the instructions that you are given for you to carry out what Source has put in you to carry out here, to be an example of God, for people to go back to God right now. Okay, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're doing it fabulously, and it's triggering people because they see the blessings on you. They see the strength, they see the love, they see the power of God in you, and how much it shines, it beams, and it bothers them because that's not what they chose. And because they didn't choose that, they get mad at you because you had the strength to choose it. You had it in your heart. Your heart was clean and pure for you to choose that. And it reflects back to them where they're dirty and they're filthy in their heart. Okay? Where they choose filth. They choose garbage. And that's how they act. Okay? They're dull. They're weak-spirited. They're weak-minded. And they're easily corrupted by foul, dirty, crooked, deranged spirits. Okay? Now, God does not have to have mercy for these people. In fact, God gave them a time limit where they needed to stop going against God's will, which was stop coming for you. They didn't want to do it. They were defiant. Okay? So God gave them over to a reprobate mind. When God gives someone over to a reprobate mind, they are putting themselves in the position to destroy themselves. God can't even help them. So whatever it is that they're doing, they don't want to listen. They don't want to get help from God to choose a better choice and be blessed from choosing the choice that God gave them. That is the opposite of destroying themselves or leading to destruction, where they're basically going against God. Okay? That means that they've been cut off, and whatever it is that they're choosing to do that's leading them to destruction, that's going to be their ending. Destruction. Okay? So, there is no more time for people to repent and ask God for forgiveness and even come to you and ask you for forgiveness and apologize to you. You don't need their apology. You're not waiting around for their apology because God keeps blessing you. Okay? Whatever the enemy or the devil tries to take from you, God replaces it within your spirit, within your heart, within your mind. And will send people to bless you in a way where it uplifts you and it lightens you up. It brings you more joy. It brings you more happiness. It brings you more abundance. It aligns you with the frequency, a vibrational frequency that carries you to higher places. Okay? That's how God's operating in your life right now, in your harvest season, where you're reaping the harvest and the fruit from your actions and your due diligence to stay focused and follow God and stay close to God. Now God, because you stay close to God, God is close and is upon you. God's hand is on you. But that isn't, it's gonna actually make the people that have been warned to stop come at you harder, because they already know. They've been given to a reprobate mind. They've been getting the warnings. They chose not to listen. They don't give a damn. They don't care. Because they want to be God in your life. But see, this is what people keep getting fucked up with God. You're not about to play in God's face with God's children. That God has a purpose over their life. You're not about to sit and play in God's face about what God has in order. This because the wind's getting windy. Okay. Spirits get mad. So, yeah, you're not going to play up in God's face when God done told you to stop and think God gonna keep giving you chances, because God's God, and God's supposed to be forgiving, right? God's supposed to forgive us of our sins. God's supposed to see what we're doing and just forgive us and give us chance after chance and not do anything to us. Not if God told you to stop and gave you time to correct your actions, to choose a different path, to not do what you're doing. And you keep being defiant and wanting to do what you want to do and think you're going to get the outcome after the creator of all things is telling you to stop. I don't care who don't believe in God. Everybody knows their creator's voice. Everybody knows God's voice. It's about whether they choose to listen to it or not. Okay? These people are choosing not to listen to it. And they think that there's time for that. There's no more time. There's no more chances. There's no more warnings. Okay? So, now that God is chasing them down, because they don't want to stop and they keep coming for you. And they're trying to stop you from doing what God has you out here to do. God has set you to do. Yes? They're being chased. They're being hounded down right now. Okay, they're being snatched up in the spirit right now. A lot of them feel like something's chasing them. I've been chased down by God because I didn't want to listen to God. I was somewhere where if I had gotten any further where I was going, God wouldn't have been able to help me, because the enemy would have got me, and then that would have been my death. I didn't have God chase me down before and let me know, if you keep going down that path, I'm going to chastise you, because I got something over your life. And you're going to carry it out, because I put the best and created you with the best and the most finest materials. I'm not about to let you be stranded out here and let you get devoured or taken by the enemy. I'm not about to let that happen. So God chased me down, and I know what that feels like, and I got on the act right. I let go of what it was that was keeping me away from God, where I felt like I was using my own strength. I was using my own understanding. It wasn't even correct. It was going to have me killed, or it was going to have me in a position where I couldn't come back from it. You know, even God couldn't help me. Right? So God had to come get me and make sure that he had me back under his wing, back under his refuge, where I was safe. Okay? And I was in loving hands. These people, they're being chased down to be destroyed. It's not the same thing. They don't have God's mercy. Okay? This is why they hate you so much, because people underestimate how much power and how much peace and grace and how blessed you are from having God's face shining on you, from being blessed by God being close to you, choosing you. They underestimate it, but then again, they're jealous, and they want things to be harder for people that God is shining his face upon, is choosing to carry out his plans, they plans. But they don't want to go to God and get right with God. No, they want to try to condemn God, spit in God's face and play in God's face when it comes to the children and the people that are under God, that are chosen by God. And then they think that they're going to play victim, and then they're going to switch up real fast, because now that they have to answer to the consequences of their actions, and they got the whole creator, like source, coming after them. They think they about to see. I just don't respect somebody trying to play up in God's face. Like, if I get angry with God, right? I get angry with God sometimes, because I just feel like when you following God, things don't happen the way you think it's supposed to happen at the time you think it's supposed to happen, you know. And that could be protection, and you don't see it that way. You don't understand that that's what it is until you get to the end and God starts to piece things together, and you start to really see, oh, okay, you was sparing me from something over there that I wasn't even seeing that was over there by putting me through this. And then once you get through that, then you get blessed. It's like a whole thing, right? That's why you just got to follow and trust God, because God sees things we can't see, and God understands things that we just are not able to understand with our human mind, right? And people be trying to play up in God's face like God don't see them. Just because you don't see God don't mean that God don't see you. I'm not about to sit here, like with me, like I just said, I can get angry with God, and I tell him that you're pissing me off, God. You're making me upset. Okay, I don't like what I'm going through. I don't like what I'm faced with right now. I don't like how many times this same situation is being brought to my attention, and I'm working on it. I'm working through it. What is it that I'm not learning, right? What is not clicking for me so I can get this over with? I can move past this. You know what I'm saying? And God will get silent, and it will piss me off. But I would rather tell God that than to keep that in my heart and then be talking to God like in this biblical way, in this religious way, to please God. But that's in my heart. Like, that's phony, that's fugazi, and God already see what the hell is in my heart. So I might as well tell God how I feel. These people be having all types of shit in their heart and be trying to hide through their words, through their actions, through their material shit, what they wear, how they dress, how they present themselves to people. And because they put on their guise, but they got nasty filth, wickedness in their heart, and they do that to people like you and me, and think that nothing's gonna see them because they present as someone that people think that, oh, they're a good person, they're an upstanding person. They think they're not supposed to get in trouble. They think that nothing wrong is supposed to happen to them. But when it does, they want to play victim. They want to cry wolf. Bitch, why are you playing up in God's face? Why are you doing that? And thinking that everything's going to go over easy for you. Why the hell, when God got to give you so many goddamn warnings? Okay? Got to give you time to make the right choice, because God already know how people are, you know. Easily led astray. Created us with love, wants the best for us. Make sure that we do what's right, to make sure we're giving back to this planet. We're being of purpose, and we're maintaining order, peace, and harmony, and good for everybody involved. People want to do fuck shit because something's fucking wrong with them. They don't want to be of God. They want to be of something less than God. That's bound here, trapped here. Can't free itself because they want it to go up against God too. Forgetting that God created them. Knows all things. Why are you playing up in God's face, bitch? Why are you playing with me and I operate out of God? Why are you doing that? And thinking that you're supposed to get your way. It doesn't make any sense. And then they have the nerve to try to make you think and make you look like you're crazy. And they think that that's not going to start to show. Like, energy does not lie, right? Energy doesn't lie. You can look like you are all put together, but your energy is like filthy, dirty, weird. And people at this point in time, they can see it. They don't have to be spiritual. They don't have to be tapped in to feel that something's not really right or authentic because you trying to wear a mask. Like, why do people be thinking they gonna play up in God's face and thinking that God is just gonna be like, oh, that's okay, like just clouds and fluffy and sweet and shit. People that do that, it's just a clear indication that they don't know who God is. They're far away from God. And me personally, I don't want shit to do with nobody that ain't got shit to do with God. They're far away from God. Get the fuck away from me, because you're operating out of some shit that I don't want no parts of. You gonna bring all types of chaos and unnecessary bullshit into my life and make things unnecessarily difficult and challenging and slippery. No, I don't want shit. If God is not involved in anything that I'm doing, I don't want shit to do with it. Now these people, when God ain't involved with it, they be, oh yeah, fun, yeah, oh, but when they get caught the fuck up, then they want to go to God to ask them to get them out of it. And God then already gave them. God be giving people warnings. God be letting people know, don't do this, don't do that. They don't want to listen. And then whenever they get put in a trap that they was being protected, they was being guided away from, they want to get mad at God. Stop fucking playing in God's face. Stop doing it. Stop doing that. God is gonna outrank you in all areas, and you are out here fucking playing. I just don't. It's like the retardation to me. It's just like, and then the nerve to be trying to like deflect and gaslight, and then act like, oh, the people that actually with the shit, they actually understand. They have wisdom. They're not about to be led by the world. They like turn against what everybody else is flocking to, and they see that they're lost. They do the opposite, but because they're alone, they'll do it alone. They want to make them feel isolated and crazy and dumb and strange, and think that things are going to work out for them. Their ways are upright. They think they're going to keep targeting people. They see God is over them. They chose to go away from God because it wasn't cool. Everybody else wasn't doing it. They see you doing what God tells you to do. They see God all over you, shining through you, beaming through you. Everything you touch turns to gold. They want to get mad at you, and then they try to do all this sneak shit and thinking that nothing's watching them. Then when they get warned, they don't want to listen. Oh, they just bypass it as, oh, I'm just in my head. They're the ones being crazy by not listening, but they just in their head. They're not listening to it. They ignore it because they think they're gonna get what they want. Then when things start to go left, then they try to take it out on you, and then God starts to have to come after them. And then they be like, oh, why God, why God? Why are you playing up in God's face like that? That's what I don't understand. I will never understand no dumb, deranged shit like that. Why the hell are you comfortable playing in God's face like that? But I will never understand that because I can't relate to that. You know what I'm saying? I can't relate to stupidity and ignorance and just retardation. You know what I'm saying? Like true retardation. You know what I'm saying? Not people with disabilities that can't help that they are like that. I don't even like to classify them as retardation. That's a clarification. That's like a way to give a term to the disability. But this is like people that they see something for what it is, but they try to change it into something else. They try to turn the truth into a lie. That's fucking retarded. I mean, am I wrong? I'm not fucking wrong. The truth is the truth. You can't try to distort the truth because it's not what makes you feel good in that moment. The truth hurts. There's just some people out here you're not meant to be fucking with. And it's God's children. It's like a mama's bear. You go up in a mama's bear cave and you go and fuck with her kids. She will be able to smell your ass miles away. You could be a state away and she will still find your ass and fuck your ass up. Why are you doing that with the all that created bears to be that way? Looks like the crossfiring is very irritating. But just know that whoever's been coming at you, whoever this message is for, this message resonates for you. God is chasing them down. They feel like they can feel it. They can feel it. They feel like something's chasing them. They don't know where to run because they can't hide. Time is up. They don't get no more chances. They don't get no more mercy. They've been left to a reprobate mind to make the choices that they made to lead them to destruction, to lead them to their own demise, and God cut them off. So God don't see them and hear them with they crying to God for help and this, that, and the third. They already had their chance. They don't have no more chances. Okay? So you just stay close to God, listen to God, do what you've been doing, okay? Because now it's time for you to get blessed for having to deal with people like that, okay? For as long as you've been dealing with them, all right? And, you know, you need to make sure you're not taking on whatever these people are projecting onto you because now they have to answer to God. And they want you to be the one that's wrong. They want you, why do you get everything? Why do you get away with everything? Why do you get whatever you want? Because you listen to God. They the ones playing up in God's face and now they got to answer to God. Like, why are they trying to, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, go sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. Like, learn to listen and stay in your fucking place. This is what's wrong. They don't know how to shut the fuck up, sit down, listen, and stay in their fucking place. They all up in your fucking area. They all up in your fucking lane. Like, bitch, I'm protected. I'm protected. Okay? Maybe next time, if you get it next time, maybe you learn to listen the first time. Or at least the first 2 times, right? Damn. This has been another one from yours truly, Set. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified for future uploads. When I upload, when I show up, okay? If you would like to donate, sow a seed, all of that information will be down below. Go follow my Instagram. Go follow my other art YouTube channel. And my email will be listed down below, okay? But yeah, thank you so much for watching.